Well, this is it, my last day. It's conditions are bloody good. Camille, huh?
Conditions are pretty good, is that what you said?
Yeah, man, what do you think, Camille?
I think it's pretty good.
Logo to mast. And the
Enjoyable.
Yeah. Camille's done a amazing repair jobs on his board.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wait. I want to show this one.
Which one?
This one. That's my repair. Yeah, you can zoom out.
He's very proud of his repair. But every time I'm here, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm only here for months and I want to get, the most of it.
Yeah.
1 month for me here is like the whole year back in the country. So
Yeah.
need to make the most of it. And I go in front, then he comes around me. You fell down, Casey, when you hit that turtle. Oh.
What was her name, the cook? God, I can't trying to think of her name.
She has a little daughter.
Yeah, she's
And her too, I saw her off in backs. I tell her. Because her father was partying at my house.
I do.
With the Campbell,
There's been a couple
with
of
Scotty,
times we've been there.
at my cottage in Haiku.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Make it go, I will keep it, then I had to hitchhike.
Oh my god, that's freaking hilarious.
Here he comes. Victor is leaving us. A lot of the event's over, so people are leaving back home to their families. And Victor is going. Bye, Vic. Victor's leaving us. So if you're wondering how it works with all the drone clips and everything, so I'm here with Mark Perret. And the way it works is that he goes through all the clips, the hundreds of clips, and if he likes one, he lets me have one of his cookies, you see. So I try, it's one clip per cookie. It's like one cookie a clip, right?
Exactly.
But so far he's actually chosen 3 clips, so he owes me a few cookies already. But by the end of this, he's going to owe me a lot of cookies, I know. Well, the dream has come almost to an end.
Getting rid of him.
Yeah, and Andrew, one of the comments on one of the videos was, why don't we see Andrew more, or what's going on with him? But yeah, he's a keen windsurfer and lives half the year in Maui and half the year in Australia. But he actually reached out to me through my YouTube channel, like, I don't know, it was 12, 18 months ago. I mean, I don't know, maybe 18 months ago, something like that. Yeah, basically said, look, if I ever come to Maui, they have a spare room, and I could stay there. And I thought, at that stage, I didn't even know I was going to Maui, but I thought it was a incredibly generous offer. And anyway, an opportunity came up to come to Maui, and I ended up at Andrew's place. So yeah, it's been an amazing experience. So thank you, Andrew, very much, because
No worries, Paul. It's been fun having you here.
oh, thanks,
The
mate.
enthusiasm for windsurfing is so infectious. It's awesome.
Oh,
I'm sure everyone
cheers.
who's been watching your video series has really enjoyed it and have an insight to how amazing Maui is, and everyone should come and visit at least.
Yeah, no, it's definitely if you do have the opportunity to come to Maui, you're a keen windsurfer, it is one of those once in a lifetime things, or if you're lucky enough, you can come multiple times, but it has lived up to the hype as far as, you know, being a mecca for windsurfing. The thing is, what's worth mentioning is that this trip and like just being able to get this content out wouldn't be possible without people like Andrew, because, you know, if I had to fly over here, do all the filming and everything, and spend a lot of money on accommodation and flights and everything, I probably just wouldn't. It's not a priority for me at the moment. I've got other things going on. So because he was able to offer that, it obviously made my the expenses a hell of a lot less. So thanks to Andrew, basically he's a huge part of me being able to, you know, get all these videos out, get clips, and even, you know, film the Aloha. And also a shout out to Simeon as well, because he actually gave me a plane ticket to come here, and that's how I got here. So,
And Cisco, I think.
yeah, that's right. Sorry, thank you, Andrew, for reminding me. So Goya Cisco lent me gear while I was here. You know, I didn't travel with gear, which obviously can be a hassle. And unfortunately, a few days ago, I sailing Hokeeper, I went through the main panel of the 4.7, so I'm returning a sail with a massive hole there.
No window.
But thank you, everybody on Maui. It's been an incredible experience, and well, hopefully I make it back one day. Thank you, Andrew. I'll see you in Australia. See you at Wave Rally in Geraldton.
Yeah, Wave Rally. Next big fun event.
Exactly. If any of you listening are going to be in Geraldton in January 10th to 12th, go check out this windsurfing event that I'm organising. You can find details on waverally.org, and that should be a fun event as well. Oh well, Andrew has been an absolute gem. See you, mates. Yeah, not only does he house me, he picks me up, drops me off. So thank you, Andrew. Amazing experience. And here we are back at the airport where this whole journey began. And we're going back to Geraldton.
Please proceed to gate number 17 as we are in our final stages of boarding. So we will leave.
You know, they say Maui is expensive. And yes, I am at the airport, and we all know that when you're at airports, you get ripped off with everything. But I just bought this orange juice, and that cost 10 Aussie dollars. That was seven US dollars for that. $10 for an orange juice. So yep, it's expensive.
No longer needed. If you're traveling with a child, we suggest you secure your mask first, then assist your child with an additional mask.
Alright, well, I made it back to Sydney. And that ends the Maui trip. It was an awesome trip. So thanks again to Simeon and Andrew for well, getting me over there and accommodating me. And obviously over to Goya Windsurfing for lending me gear, and everyone else in Maui that lent a hand or helped. So anyway, I'm going to spend a couple of days in Sydney now, and then fly over to Geraldton. Oh, there's a bit of a contrast from the north shore of Maui, but it's a It's a beautiful day here in Sydney. This is George Street. Sydney. You know, not that long ago, you used to be able to drive down here, but they blocked it all off, and now it's just trams and pedestrians. So it's pretty cool. They've done a lot of positive changes in the city. It's a lot busier too than I remember as a kid. You know, back in the 80s and everything. It's Sydney's a lot more popular now. So anyway, it's nice to spend a day in the city.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Trump wins. I made it back to sunny Perth. Flew to Sydney from Oahu, spent 2 nights there, and have now flown the 5 hours back to Perth, and now I'm going to drive 5 hours back to Geraldton. Now, I've had a dodgy battery in this van, so I'm about to find out if this car will start. It's been sitting here for about 17 days, so let's see. Please start, please start. Otherwise I'm gonna have to. All right, here we go, moment of truth. Yeah, she starts. Beautiful. Well, I'm here at my old workplace that I worked at 25 years ago, Surf Sail Australia, and hey look, there's Levi. And I'm going to pick up a few boards. So this is the upstairs of the windsurf shop. It's got a lot of Patrick gear and Goya Quattro, Ezzy sails, KT stuff. That's pretty cool. It actually carries a lot of gear. Look at all the booms. Board bags. And he's stocked up. God. Expecting a big season. Look at all the masts. That's cool, isn't it? It's good to see shops still stocking, you know, lots of gear. That's cool. He's keeping spare rear ends for the boom. Wow. Look at all the Ezzy masks. Harness lines. And all the boards. Oh my god. Well, look what we have here. 4 Goya boards. This is a nice little present arriving back. I mean, I did have to pay for them, but I did get a good price, so exciting. New boards, new toys to play with this summer. So after arriving in Perth, I have been driving for the past 4 hours back to Geraldton, because Geraldton is about 400 kilometers north of Perth. So I'm almost back home, and I thought I'd just take a moment to reflect on the whole trip, because I'm essentially now finishing it by arriving in Geraldton. And also I thought I'd just make a comment for anyone who's thinking about going to Maui as well. So I guess the first question is, does Maui live up to the hype? And I would have to answer that and say it does. You know, you think of Maui as a windsurf mecca, and it is. Like, there's different sailing locations. You can have sort of bump and jump. There's small waves, there's big waves, there's jaws if you want to try and pursue that. So it does have a bit of everything. So it does live up to the hype for windsurfing. Where it's
probably slightly different to how I imagined was that, well, you know, it's now obviously 2024, and my images of Maui were from the videos from the 80s and 90s when Maui was a quaint little hippie island where things were a lot cheaper. And obviously Maui is, well, it's not a cheap island, you know, like all the food is basically double the price of Australia, the groceries, the restaurants. And Australia is not a cheap place. You know, a lot of people say how expensive Australia is. So I was surprised when Maui was actually double Australia. So it's very, very expensive. Which means that when you go there, you either need to bring a fair bit of spare cash or just get creative in surviving there. You know, just trying to not eat out too much, or you know, do like cook your own foods and, you know, things like that. Ho'okipa lives up to the hype. You know, it's actually a really, really good spot. I made a video on this channel about my first attempt at sailing there, and that was a bit of a mini disaster. Well, not a disaster, but, you know, it obviously it was a struggle because I just had too small a board. When I turned up at the beach, it was blowing to about 25 knots, and I thought, oh yeah, this board will be fine. But when I hit the water, you know, the wind just started dying very quickly. So it was very gusty. And then the next day, I changed the board to a 92 litre, and the wind was about 20 knots, and it was a lot more steady. It was a completely different day, and it was a lot easier. So I had a very different experience the day after. But either way, you definitely need to... you know, I'd recommend going for a board that's at least 5 litres more than your weight, and maybe even 10 litres more than your weight to be safe. If you're going to go with one board. If you've obviously got 2 boards, well then you can you know, spread that the board sizes. But for one board, maybe you just go for at least 5 to 10 litres more than your weight, and you know, then you'll be pretty safe for most conditions. So anyway, now I'm back in Australia, and it's a bit of a weird feeling because Australia is so different to Maui. You know, it's long distance driving. You know, in Maui, everything is so close. You know, if you stay on the North Shore, there's not much more than 10 minutes, you know, things are 10 minutes away. Paie was 5 minutes down the road. Ho'okipa was 7 minutes down the road. From Haiku, where a lot of the windsurfers live, that's, you know, 5 minutes to Ho'okipa and 10 minutes to Paia. So everything is just very, very close, which is obviously a big plus when it comes to just wanting to go sail daily. Here in Western Australia, it's much bigger distances, but there's also a lot less people here too. You know, in Maui, it is getting popular with you know, just people wanting to stay there, not necessarily for windsurfing, but just as a paradise of an island. And the real estate is getting incredibly expensive as well. So there is a bit of a changing sort of demographics of people. A lot of successful business people moved into the island to get their piece of paradise, and there is you know, an element where there's homelessness or people struggling to survive, which is also here in Australia, but it's I think it's a little bit more obvious over there just because it is a small island, and there is a bit more homelessness that you see. But yeah, look, it's an awesome place. I'd recommend, if you get the chance to go there, it's certainly an experience. And yeah, I look, it was an amazing experience. The whole thing was really, really cool. You know, it's hard to put into words how it all went because every day was full of either filming at the event or trying to meet with some famous windsurfer, you know, film a video, or try to go windsurfing or a bit of socializing. I really didn't have a lot of time. Most nights I went to bed around 1 a.m. because I was up late editing and uploading footage, and it was getting actually quite exhausting because I was trying to pack as much as I could each day and not going to bed very early, and then go sailing in gusty winds, and sometimes I'd end up swimming for an hour. So the whole thing was actually pretty tiring. But I made it back. I think I'm going to sleep very, very well tonight. And now I've got the summer to look forward to in Geraldton. As soon as I get back to Geraldton, I'm going to get back on the organising for this wave rally event that I've been spending a lot of time this year organising. That's happening from the 10th to the 12th of January. So if you're in Geraldton around that time, then join in. It's a wave slalom event where you'll be using multi-fin boards and max 5-batten sails. You can find out more by going to waverally.org website. And yeah, it'd be cool trying to get, just make it a fun event and trying to get as many windsurfers in the community together just to have a nice social occasion with a bit of racing, and it's a positive thing for the sport. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my series. I tried to get as much content out as I could. There was a few videos that I would have liked to have gotten done. I was trying to organise Robbie Nash, and it was all organised, but then he ended up he was on Oahu and didn't make it back to Maui in time. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to do a video with Robbie. That would have been super cool. And there's obviously a lot of windsurfers and related businesses on Maui that it would have been great to get on camera as well. But I just ran out of time. I was there for 2 weeks, and the time goes quick, and I was busy. But who knows? I might go back again 1 year and can continue that series. Anyway, to all of you that watched all the videos and commented, thank you so much. Also, to all of you that donated money, through the YouTube super thanks. That was amazing. Thank you so much, guys. It actually helped a lot because, I made, I didn't actually make any money doing the live stream. I got my plane ticket paid, which was fantastic, but I didn't make any money on that live stream. So just having a few extra dollars to help was certainly appreciated. All right, well, I will. I'm almost in Geraldton now, so I'll just continue the drive, and I'll finish it off when I'll finish the video off when I get home. All right, we made it. Home sweet home. God, am I going to sleep good? Oh my God.